Each week, 2 of these entrepreneurs compete to win £20,000. They go head-to-head and must convince 3 experts that their business has what it takes to succeed. They're given the same working capital, access to advice and support from Alibaba.com, the world's leading B2B e-commerce company.
It's a fully customizable cool box that plays music through Bluetooth.
I'm going to win.
I'm worried for you.
Yours is even more ambitious. Yours is bonkers.
They will source from pre-approved suppliers on Alibaba.com and are given unique opportunity to visit their manufacturers in China.
Welcome to China, baby!
It's so beautiful. Look at that.
It's almost like you're going to wake up in a minute and it's not going to have been real.
On their return to the UK, each business must prove the value of their concept and brand at a premiere pop-up event in London, before facing the judges one final time.
Oh my goodness me. I'm feeling so conflicted right now.
Who will be the winner of Pop-Up Startup? Central London, and budding entrepreneurs, prom dress designer Caroline Bramley.
I will do everything in my power to get that £20,000.
And Jimmy Scott, who has a line in dapper upmarket blazers.
That 20,000 is in my head. I want it. I'm going to do everything I can to get it.
Are battling it out in the fashion business.
Hi, I'm Jimmy.
Hello, I'm Caroline.
Nice to meet you, Caroline.
Rita Clifton is a world-renowned brand guru and founder of Brandcap. With 25 years' experience in fashion, Roger Wade is a pioneer of a new phenomenon in retail, the pop-up shop. And specialist retail and e-commerce accountant Pete Wild.
You can tell they're in fashion.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hi.
Hello and welcome. We're really
Thank
looking
you.
forward to hearing your ideas.
My business is Birmingham Dress Boutique, also known as BDB.
Thank you.
My business is Koi Clothing, and it's, as you can see, it's out there.
It's
clothes,
quite
yeah.
bright.
Yeah.
First up is 40-year-old Caroline Bramley with a first-class degree in clothing design. She's a single mum from Birmingham who set up a specialist dress boutique in her front room.
6 months ago, I left my permanent job, came home, spoke to my 2 little girls and said, Mummy wants to set up a pop-up shop in her house. Will you support me? And they said, Mummy, let's do it. I sold my brand new car and utilised a bedroom in my house.
Caroline's given up half her home to her fledgling business.
Now it's really fun because she works at home, so
she actually enjoys it as well. I'm really proud of my mum because she's always wanted to do this and she's actually achieved a dream.
My vision is that BDB will become the #1 UK retailer for prom and bridesmaid dresses. It will be a destination shop, it will be a visual experience, it won't just be about the product, it will be about the whole concept. It will be a one-stop shop for bridesmaids and prom wear. Everything will be glitzy, glamorous, diamonds, it'll be fantastic, and everybody will want to come to my shop.
You've got a nice brand name, Caroline Bramley, and I have to say that it sounds slightly better than Birmingham Dress Boutique, which sounds a little bit like an anonymous industrial company. So if we could get you to think about the brand name and the brand identity, and also you've got to make sure you're going to be able to sell and distribute beyond the showroom. And I think
Beyond Birmingham.
And indeed beyond Birmingham.
I just wonder whether you've got enough confidence in your own business skills at the minute. I think you've onto something. So hopefully this journey will help you get a bit more ambitious around your numbers. Will you put the skill set together to be able to capture the value that's possible for you out there?
Good,
Thank
Caroline.
you very much, Caroline. I'm going to invite Jimmy to come up.
Caroline is competing with 25-year-old Jimmy Scott. He has a line in striking jackets made from Kenyan kikoi material.
Jimmy, the floor is yours. Looking
Hi.
forward to this.
Me too. I'm here today to present to you my business, Koi Clothing. Our slogan is don't be coy, wear koi. Be different and be noticed. Peacocking is a very popular trend these days, and we want to appeal to that.
Jimmy was inspired to start his new business in upmarket jackets by an idyllic childhood in Kenya, surrounded by bright, colourful fabrics and big game.
It's an amazing place to grow up. We had lion scares at school, you know, an alarm would go off for us to rush in our classrooms, you'd warthogs in the playground. It's just a very different experience from growing up in the UK. Kenya's always going to be my home. Now I have the opportunity to give back, which is really exciting.
The inspiration came from the Kenyan tradition of wearing sarongs made out of this bright cloth.
So the fabric we get our products made out of is called kikoi. And kikoi is 100% cotton dyed in locally produced tribal dyes. It's really good quality and it has really unique colouring. Originally we got everything made in Kenya, however we couldn't get the right quality there. But now we're getting the jackets made in Britain, so the really good quality sets the brand value a lot higher. We can do accessories such as Maasai belts, so tribal belts. The key is getting stuff that complements our jackets and waistcoats originally that are made here.
Just think you've got a long way to go with what you can do on jackets before you start considering other products. I think you've really got to ask yourself, what is the essence of your brand? I wouldn't be so tied to the concept of it has to be manufactured in the UK. If you look at someone like Paul Smith, you look at someone like Timothy Everest, they manufacture a lot of products in the Far East.
The targets you set yourself are just too easy. I think you've got to get out of a comfort zone and really push yourself a little bit.
We wouldn't want to invest in a business that's only predicting to do 100,000 turnover and not really make any money. What's the point?
OK.
Caroline, if you please come back to the centre. Thank you very much. Enjoy the next few weeks. We'll look forward to seeing you again, and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The next time they'll see Rita and Roger will be on Judgment Day, but all three mentors will be keeping a close eye on their progress. So, how do our budding entrepreneurs feel it went?
I felt like they really got my product and got me.
They're not going to say, right, yeah, everything's perfect.
If I can get the name right, my brand side of things pretty good.
Now I'm motivated even more to show them where I actually really think it can go.
Next, our two contenders address the concerns of the panel and prepare for their trip to China. Dress designer Caroline Bramley and marketing manager Jimmy Scott are competing to win a £20,000 prize for their fledgling business.
This is so important to me and my girls that I will do everything in my power to get that £20,000.
That 20,000 is in my head. I want it. I'm going to do everything I can to get it.
Before they go to China, they need to order their samples online. But first, they have to check that the manufacturers have trade assurance that guarantees cost, delivery and quality. They've been given £3,000 of seed money to help purchase their samples online.
I found a couple of suppliers that look okay. You know, the kind of similar to what I'm getting at the moment, and it's saying that one piece is like $24. I'd be interested in definitely having a little look at that.
With the help of Alibaba.com, they have a list of trade assurance factories to choose from.
So I'm looking to get some blazers made.
If you have partners and the design picture, we can make the same like your sample, this one.
In only 6 weeks' time, these samples will have to impress the mentors in a pop-up shop before they find out who's won. Before Jimmy and Caroline set off on their Chinese adventure, the mentors have arranged for them to meet a successful entrepreneur in high-end fashion. Patrick Grant is the creative director of Norton & Sons on Savile Row, and they're meeting him at the workshop for his ready-to-wear label eTorts in East London.
I'm Caroline.
Hi, Caroline.
Hi, Patrick. Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy. How are you?
Jimmy is convinced that having his jackets made in Britain increases the brand value.
My honest feeling is I wouldn't be too wedded to the Made in Britain thing. I think it's the fabric that is the champion of this product. An obvious way to grow your business is to wholesale it as well as retail it. Yeah. What it does is it puts you in front of eyes everywhere. I think it's just have a look at Asia because they might be able to bring it in at a better price for you, and you know you want to shift product. But best of luck. I think it's a fascinating idea. I genuinely think it sounds like it has a chance of working.
Thank you very much.
So well done.
Now it's Caroline's turn to pitch her dress boutique idea, and Patrick gets straight down to business.
What are you charging?
So I'm charging £150, which I know sounds really cheap.
Sounds really cheap. Are you making money at that £150 price?
So I buy dresses in for £60.
You need to understand your market, scrutinise it carefully and see where you sit.
Back at home, Jimmy's reassessing the opportunities available to him in China.
I thought people would concentrate a lot on the made in China part and bring down the brand value, but maybe not. Maybe, design in Britain, story from Kenya, made in China is fine.
While Caroline is following Patrick Grant's advice and gets in touch with a high-end factory.
It seems very expensive. Is there anything that we can do with the price at all?
Only if you can order more than 10 pieces one style, then we can try to give you a lower price.
Jimmy's main concern is ensuring the quality remains high, despite only paying $37 for each sample jacket.
I need to send them all the materials that they need to make samples for us. So this first stage completed, really, which is good. Good news.
Jimmy and Caroline have both now ordered their products online, but there's still a long way to go. Before departing to the Far East, world-class business advisor Pete Wilde has invited Jimmy and Caroline in to have a one-to-one meeting.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
He wants to know how they're developing their business plans.
Thank you.
What about the routes to market?
Obviously, our website, we wanted to establish a brand on our own, which I think a pop-up will do, which is unbelievable for us. It's amazing.
So think about this, just to throw it out to you. You're going to have a great pop-up adventure.
With Caroline, Pete is still concerned about her business acumen.
One of the ways you're going to improve your value proposition is to have a better idea how you're going to price things.
I need to become a bit better read, really. I need to find out what I'm doing.
You concentrate on your strengths and opportunities. You know what I mean? Don't try and become a bookkeeper. Don't become a finance person. Be what you are. But get a few people around you who can actually shore up those other things.
Well, my mum's a bookkeeper.
There you go. You see, you've got the team.
And my dad's into all like cost management and stuff like that. So I suppose.
So pass it on to them and let them in. Yeah. It's a great journey,
Returning home, Caroline has been inspired to motor through her to-do list.
It's amazing, really, what you can do in a couple of days, really, when you've got the bit between your teeth and told me to change my company name, told me to sort a website, told me to get a limited liability company, told me to sort my people out. That's sorted.
Caroline's brought her retired parents on board to help with the business plan, while she concentrates on the pop-up shop.
Just getting as much as I can done before I go to China, so when I come back I don't have a nervous breakdown.
Before departing for China, Jimmy's talking through his plans with his brother Alistair.
So I think the goal with jackets and shirts, get samples perfect by the pop-up. I've explained to them very detailed on an email, and they say they understand.
Obviously, comparing the jacket to our jacket is very important.
Yep.
But you look at the pricing, obviously.
And obviously, we need to see if they can deliver it to us in UK, get the DDP.
Yeah, that's key.
As Caroline and Jimmy prepare for their trip, the mentors will monitor their progress from afar and have identified the biggest challenges facing them in China.
Getting that quality and price balance right is going to be critically important, isn't it, for both of them, actually?
Jimmy's had quality issues in the past, and Caroline makes a lot of them herself, so she's very quality conscious. So it'll be quite interesting to see just how they come back.
China, the world's largest manufacturer, makes nearly half the world's garments and supplies some of the biggest global brands, such as Prada, Ralph Lauren and Nike. Caroline and Jimmy are travelling to Suzhou, 100 kilometres from Shanghai, a global financial centre with the world's busiest container port and the point of embarkation for many of China's exports to the West. Suzhou is one of the fastest growing cities in the world and the second largest manufacturing hub in the whole of China.
The culture definitely hits you, like the smells, everything that you see. All your senses are alive, definitely, here.
It's just so different, and it's an amazing experience. And being brought up in Kenya, I'm used to different things, I've travelled, but this is something different.
好吃.
好吃.
Caroline and Jimmy are visiting all the factories together, allowing them to learn from one another, as well as keep a careful eye on the competition. Sales manager Michael Wang is showing them around.
Jimmy, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
They're like works of art. People don't appreciate that with dressmaking. They think it's like just throw a dress together, but this is absolutely beautiful.
So all the dresses finished, then we check in here.
So pretty.
And the checker compare with the computer photo and check. For example, your order, after the dress finished, I will take photo and send to you. Then you confirm. If you say, oh, it's okay, then I send it to you.
I've currently got a supplier in the UK, and so we don't have that level of communication at the moment. So if there's a problem, I only know about the problem when I've got the product. Look at all that. It's getting all the layer. It's so fiddly.
I would be so bad at this.
You need so much patience.
Oh, yeah, I'll do.
So do you make for all the high-end designers here?
Yes, we make for them.
So what designers do you work for? Can you tell me?
It's a secret.
It's a secret? Okay.
This is your dress. Yeah, you have one order.
Yeah.
Now we are making.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Really good.
It's a prom dress.
It's for a prom dress, yeah. It's really nice. Really nice work. When Cameron Diaz comes to ask me to design a dress, I know I'll get it made. I just need that moment when somebody says, what dress are you wearing? And they say it's a Caroline Bramley dress. Can only dream, Jimmy. Can only dream.
I think Caroline can work with us together. Just one question, because England, the bridal likes the simple wedding dress, but our dress, the price a little higher. So I think we can find a way work with the Caroline. We keep make the simple dress for her and give her the good price. Then we can collaboration long time.
As they sit down to lunch in the staff canteen, Caroline wants to get straight down to business.
Probably 10% of my projected sales would be at the high end. If you can get on board with me initially, you know, I've got a big vision of where I want to be in the future. So if you could work with me on bringing the cost right down initially, that would be fantastic, because I really believe that long term we could have a business relationship.
Because your business will grow up, then we can give you lower price.
So if I was to do an order with you, I could order 20 dresses, different styles, different sizes. Would you do them for $180 for me?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
And if I reordered that dress, what would the price?
We order, then we keep same price.
Also, is there any insurance kind of policy for me in terms of cost, quality and delivery? You know, what reassurance have I got?
Yeah. Okay, you don't need to worry that, because we can use Alibaba.com and you can use the trade assurance. So
brilliant.
this is safe for you. Yeah, you don't need to worry.
Oh, phew.
Having agreed a great price for simpler dress designs, Caroline can order online when she gets home.
Oh my God, look.
Peacock.
On her way out, she discovers just how much this place really is on her wavelength.
Look it in here, Jimmy.
This is what you'd want. You want
I'd like a little
client getting pampered,
Yeah.
having champagne, woman saying how beautiful she looks, even if she doesn't.
Yeah, I just think it'd
And,
be... It's exactly what I can imagine my store to be like. Little beauty bar, a few little accessories.
Yeah, it's cool.
This is what I envisaged.
Yeah, no, very smart. Very smart.
Look at this. Catwalk. Come up, Jimmy. So this is what I envisage in my store one day. I mean, what an amazing shop floor. But what I'd like is for you to step on it and it lights up as you walk, like little squares, and then do a little turn and then back.
Next, they're off to see Caroline's second factory. She ordered 24 sample dresses from them a week ago. They're a fraction of the price, but will they be up to scratch? Caroline Bramley and Jimmy Scott are in China, visiting suppliers for their new fashion brands. But whose business will strut its stuff in 3 weeks' time to win the £20,000 prize? After a successful visit to a high-end dressmaker, they're off to Caroline's second, more affordable supplier.
I'm expecting something totally different. I think it's going to be more mass manufacture. I don't expect it to be as plush and such clean conditions. Jimmy, which way are we going?
I have no idea.
Hello.
She's ordered a hefty 24 sample dresses from this factory.
So crowded. Oh, watch yourself.
What do you think? That's the question.
It's obviously not as clean and tidy as the other place. There's nothing particularly bad about it. It's just, I suppose, because we've got something to compare it to. We've just been to like the creme de la creme, and
it's good. You want that comparison as well.
Yeah. See, I can tell straight away, Jimmy, that fabric's just not as good quality as they use. You feel that? It's just a different.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a different fabric content. Hello.
Hey.
I'm Caroline. Hello, Mr. Chan. Nice to meet you.
Do you want me to hold it up for you?
Yeah, would you, Jimmy? Do you mind? Yeah, it's not bad. It's kind of what I expected for
The price.
For the price, yeah. The seam on this isn't straight. You can tell what I'm feeling. Do you think that's exactly the same?
Yeah, I'd be the same.
Yeah. You know, could I sell it? Well, we'll see, won't we? So.
Jimmy takes the opportunity to track progress on his order to check all is going to plan.
If you could have a look at each one, make sure all of the threads are snipped off or anything, any beading that's loose, tightened, and get them all pressed for me. Can you make sure that they're with me at my hotel before I leave tomorrow?
He said, don't worry, he will make sure everything is ready for you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much, thank you. Ah, thank you. Ah, thank you so much, thank you. I'm sorry if I've been really mean and picky. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, you must be. Wow.
Normally, it takes 10 working days to turn around an order of this size.
不满意就是他之前在我的网站上下了有20几件衣服，因为工期太急，我们也仓促了很多那个工序有时候完整的不太完善。如果你像在时间要给一个充分的话，我们可能做得更好。往后做的在工序方面要认真去好好做，把这个事情做的质量让国外人非常满意。就是在我们网站买的这个衣服，比这个实体店买的要便宜的很多，所以他们认为就在这个平台可信得过的网站上买。我也非常感谢这个阿里巴巴。
Do you think I was really mean to those guys?
No, I think there's going to be problems, always.
I mean, quality just cannot be compromised, and I think I've always taken for granted how perfect my garments come to me already. Has it given you food for thought for your...
It really has, yeah.
In what way?
Yeah. When you were obviously looking at all your dresses and having all the problems, I was literally on the phone to my factories just double-checking every single detail.
Like that. And you've learned from my mistakes.
Yeah, well, thanks so much, eh?
It's okay, anytime, kid. Anytime.
Next morning, before they depart for Jimmy's factory in Guangzhou, Caroline's taken delivery of her dresses. And the dress from her first high-end factory doesn't disappoint.
Just immediately, the difference in fabric is just unbelievable. But, you know, we've got to bear in mind this is like a $400 dress, so it's like quadruple what the other dresses were, so you'd expect to see, you know, a real
improvement in quality. You know, that is just absolutely beautiful.
But what about the dresses from her second factory?
Yeah, so I woke up this morning feeling a bit bad on the guy. And in hindsight, you know, he did only have a week to turn around over 20 dresses. I think I'll be able to sort them out. But also, more importantly, use these as a first sample to get exactly what I do want in the future.
It's time to head to Guangzhou in southeastern China. Located on the Pearl River Delta, historically Guangzhou was the only port in China which permitted foreign traders. Today it's the third largest city in the country and a leading commercial centre.
Just checking if everything's set for my arrival. Apparently it's yes. So we'll see. 2 smiley faces as well. She loves her emojis. Abby does. I'm going to send a smiley face back and a thumbs up.
After Caroline's experience, Jimmy is trying to be realistic about his expectations.
I expect some mistakes, you know, but I just hope the main, you know, the basics they've done correctly. You know, it's all about, you know, understanding each other.
Nice to meet you, Abby.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Caroline.
Hello, Caroline. Hello.
Hello, Caroline. Nice to meet you.
Jimmy is interested in what Caroline thinks of the workmanship.
Obviously, the sewing side of things, I don't know that much about.
No, it looks amazing. Yeah. Looks really good. So your fabric, very colorful.
So yeah, so we'll get 2 jackets. Do you like this material?
Yeah, I like it.
So far, it looks good. I mean, very organised.
Thank you.
Material's nice.
Yeah, material is nice.
Yeah.
This is high class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what we need, you know, we're a high-class brand.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Okay.
It's good that we understand each other.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
What are you thinking?
So straight away, yeah, it looks great all around, but obviously the lines don't match up, but that can be fixed,
Yeah.
I think. All right, moment of truth, let's try it on.
Jimmy tries on his jacket under the watchful eye of company CEO Ms. Xu.
我觉得他是一个欣欣向荣的年轻人，然后对设计有一个很执着的追求，然后他对服装追求完美，然后他和他的交流中，他不停地在传达他的设计理念，我非常欣赏他，然后我相信他能胜出。
Your arm a bit flappy here, but that's fine. That can be fixed. That might be the pattern's really.
So were you pleased?
Yeah, I mean, first sample, I'm very positive, definitely. There's lots to improve, but I knew that. But the basics are great, you know, and I think we can make a really nice jacket.
It's beautiful, very beautiful, handsome.
And the shirts have come out even better.
It's so cool. That is
You're
so
happy?
cool. Yeah, I'm happy. This is exactly what I asked for. There's nothing wrong here.
Yeah. Don't breathe. 1 second.
Obviously, it's too small, right? I'm ready to breathe out at some stage.
He's got a bit pale. Breathe.
Stop laughing.
As soon as he can, Jimmy's straight on the phone to his brother.
Mate, it looks sick. I'm going to send you photos. Quality of it and what they've done with the patterns and the information they had, I was very impressed.
You like Chinese food?
Yeah, I do. I love Chinese food.
我第一次拿到材料的时候，就觉得那个面料很新颖，然后觉得平常出口很多国家没有见过这样的西服，所以觉得应该把这个西服做好。
They really like Jimmy's designs and even suggest there could be a big market for koi clothing here in China.
我们都注重每一个细节，然后把他的那个专业，然后我们在努力的学习，以后多教我们。 因为我觉得作为一个工匠的精神啊，就是要先把服装做好，然后把口碑做上去。其实现在的通过互联网还有很多网络，如果把口碑做好了，然后很快进行传递，我觉得杰米是很有潜力的一只潜力股，然后我也非常乐意与他合作。
The next day, Jimmy returns to the factory to see how the rest of his samples turned out.
That is so cool. Yeah, I like how you've done that.
Yeah.
With it that way. And then, boom!
Can this Guangzhou factory really compete with the price and the quality Jimmy's getting back in the UK?
You did a quote for this jacket. We provided all the materials.
All the materials. It will be $17.
Per jacket.
Yeah.
For 100, if we ordered 100.
Yeah.
That's about a third of the price he's paying now in the UK. He does have to factor in shipping costs, but it's extremely competitive.
The price that we give to you is very cheap because I just hope in the later we can long time business. So even if 100 pieces, the price we give you is according to 1,000 pieces or 2,000 pieces.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you know, here for other customer, our MOQ is one design, 300 pieces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. No, I understand that. And hopefully one day we will be ordering 1,000. So, yeah.
Okay.
It's going to sell lots.
I believe your business will be growing and growing.
Thank you.
It's an amazing deal, charging the same for 100 jackets as they normally would for 1,000. It seems they're really confident Koi Clothing has a colourful future.
Thank you too.
Cheers. Thank you,
Bye.
Abby. I believe that we're in a way better place now than we were a month ago. You know, I really see a future for the shirts and the jackets, even the plain navy blue jackets with the lapel. I've made Koi more investable from this experience, much more investable. So to positive the whole thing, and I really hope the judges can see the improvement.
我们整个企业啊，是在阿里巴巴孕育阳光和雨露茁壮成长的。现在从阿里巴巴的主要客源，然后已经从阿里巴巴出口70多个国家了。另外，我们的船头产品，我们还要走向其他的包括有加拿大呀，然后欧美这些地区，然后我们主攻这些地区，然后把自己的产品做到极致。
It's their final evening, and Jimmy and Caroline bid their Far East adventure goodbye.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey,
All right, bud.
Good.
Cheers, old chum.
Cheers. I can't do it.
My whole heart and soul is going to go into this pop-up shop. This is really where I think I might be at an advantage over Jimmy. My whole pitch initially when I met the mentors was about my vision. You know, this pop-up shop for me is going to show them exactly why they should invest that £20,000 into me.
These contestants really are neck and neck. So which of them is going to pull it out of the bag? It's Jimmy and Caroline's final challenge, as tomorrow they open up their pop-up shops to the general public. They've already submitted their designs to the pop-up shop fitters, but this is the first time they'll see if the reality matches their vision.
My goodness, how exciting. Look at my little bar. Guys, I love it. I love it.
Without our blazers, look so bland compared to everyone else's. But this is what I wanted. And the whole point is that they can turn a very bland personality into something so bright, confident, out there.
It's all hands on deck to get everything ready in time.
Just sorting out mocktails, eh? This is going to be my barmaid. This is the Brummy beautiful barmaid.
Mentors Rita and Roger come to check out the pop-ups and to give feedback on their Chinese adventures.
You went there with a certain viewpoint, you saw something else, and you went with it.
You just got to go with it.
Yeah.
Go with
That's
the
what
flow.
you've got to do sometimes. The type of customer that you believe you represent, wearing your product.
Yeah, I will do.
And Roger's got his own take on what happened with Caroline's factories.
How are you feeling about that?
You know what, you were so right, obviously. Trying to be more ambitious, like you said, and not being so West Midlands and thinking worldwide, really.
The pop-up's nearly ready. Caroline gets a final visitor from Alibaba.com.
Caroline. Good to meet you, Terry.
Hello, Terry, nice to meet you.
And he's got some advice for the future.
You are faced, Caroline, with the same challenge that every consumer brand has, which is you have an experience that is dependent on this physical space, people being able to physically, touch, feel, try on your dresses, but you need to be able to do that in a way that is omni-channel. You need to be thinking about what are the unique aspects of your brand that you need to be able to communicate across all the different channels.
I've definitely got a lot more confidence now for tomorrow, so hopefully we can make some money.
It's the day of the finals. After 8 weeks of building up their fledgling businesses and sourcing stock from halfway around the world, it's time for Koi Clothing and Caroline Bramley Dresses to open their pop-up shops to the great British buying public. How Jimmy and Caroline do today could be the difference between securing the £20,000 prize money or walking away with nothing.
Doing my figures over the last few weeks with my operations director, aka my dad. It could be a really successful, feasible business.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. In 6 months, I could be doing this full-time, the dream. If you look back, and there's one day that could have changed a life, this could be that day.
Hi, Mummy!
Caroline's mum and daughter Mimi have popped down to the pop-up for a visit.
Oh, don't get emotional, Mum.
Oh, I do. I know, I've been crying today. It looks absolutely wonderful. Really does. Very proud.
On Jimmy's stall, a big player from the B2B e-commerce giant Alibaba.com has stopped by.
They're unique and they're really cool. I was thinking kind of inspirations of like Paul Smith, Burberry, because it's a distinct design. Hopefully today you're going to get a nice boost, Hopefully. So Jimmy's product from an apparel perspective is definitely unique. The design is distinctive, and I think it makes an impression. I also like how he's looking to expand the offering so that it's not only just the jackets, but it's something that has a distinctive mark, but it's something that is more universal in terms of the style. I think Jimmy is very committed to this project. He enjoys it. It has a personal sort of mission to it as well with his Kenyan roots. But he also, is in the hospitality industry, so what he's doing is very relevant to the people he interacts with.
Oh, chaps, look at that. There we are. Boys. I thought it'd be quite fun to, get a few mates walking around in blazers, just proving that they do stand out and they are marketable. And I bet you loads of people will be talking about it. As soon as they walked in, everyone was like, oh my God, look at those guys in the jacket. That just gets the word out.
The shop floor may be buzzing, but to deliberate in peace and quiet, the judges are upstairs watching a live feed of the action below.
These guys are just so very different in personality and also in terms of proposition, even if they're both in the fashion market.
Did you like the waistcoats as well?
But the waistcoat, I just love. Yeah. I'm definitely going to have one of those.
Yeah.
Do you like the dressing?
I like the dress.
Ah, good. Have you had a mocktail?
What's the price point?
So 195 for a blazer.
It's a great product, not just for those niche events like, for instance, Henley Regatta and boating and shooting events, but quite frankly, for any night out whereby you want to be the centre of attention. And let's face it, who doesn't want to be the centre of attention?
Exactly.
I like Jimmy. I love his enthusiasm. I almost hate to say it, but Jimmy's got something.
It's a really nicely thought through pop-up, isn't it? The way he's presented it. His big challenge, in your view?
Routes to market, he's not really talked to me about those.
But it appears Jimmy has settled on his routes to market, and he's all in with e-commerce.
And you're selling online only at the moment?
Online only at the moment, yeah. And it'll be online for a while.
Jimmy won't care less about the numbers, but his brother's the accountant. You know, the two of them, I think it's a dangerous combat. So, yeah.
And I offer a bespoke service, so you can literally create your own dress. So,
wow, gorgeous.
She looks good in that, doesn't she? It suits her.
Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Do you know, I think she's created a really special experience, hasn't she? And she has worked so hard.
This morning she gave me a business plan. Honestly, with numbers and everything worked out, it's just incredible. So that's a huge step for her.
What do you think of the catwalk and stuff?
Wicked, yeah.
Good, it's what every girl wants.
Get a nice dress on and walk down the catwalk and own the catwalk.
Look at the energy. She's got the mocktails up there, she's got the mum sitting down, she's got the teenagers up there. You know, I love that. She understands the theatre that's involved in retail. That takes a lot.
However, has she done enough to win, in your view? Pete?
Incredible. Honestly, today's shifting her a little bit for me, as I suppose it should do. You're seeing it crystallise visually before your very eyes.
This is such a close one, isn't it?
I'm going to actually sit on the fence until I have them both in front of us. Jimmy or Caroline, it's tough.
As the shoppers leave, it's time for the final judgment.
I got really bad butterflies in my tummy. It means the world to me to win. I'm just really, really nervous.
I have so many ideas for the business, so many things that I really, really want to do, and without this money, I can't do it. It really could be make or break.
Caroline and Jimmy head to the judging room, where they'll have one last chance to convince the judges they should take the £20,000 prize.
Jimmy, Caroline, you have both done the most remarkable job. This has been so tough.
Oh, it's been the most amazing journey for me. I believe that my market for prom dresses is such a growing market, and I think it's definitely an area that hasn't been touched, and I really, really believe that this would be life-changing, and I really believe in my vision.
I've got to this place standing here in front of you with this type of jacket, but where I go next, I can't do that without this £20,000 investment.
You're both winners in my eyes. You've both got something special about what you do. Caroline, where you really came into your own was your retailing. And for that reason, you're my winner.
I'm going to come to you, Pete.
Jimmy, you know, I think the biggest step you made was ignoring some of the advice you got from us in the first thing going out to actually prove there was more in your value proposition. So to me, you're the winner because I do think you've got the bigger value proposition right now.
I have to give my vote to the person that I believe has come the furthest and also I think has got great potential. My winner, my vote for pop-up, start-up and the prize of £20,000 is going to go to you, Caroline.
Oh, wow.
Many congratulations.
Wow.
Goodness me. You really deserve it.
Really well done, eh?
This is really overwhelmed. Thank you so much, everyone. It's just the biggest thing that's ever happened to me, apart from the girl. So it's just amazing. It's just life-changing for me. Yeah, I've won.
I'm not going to go home and lose it. I'm going to try and keep as positive and, you know, keep my chin up. And what I've learned from it, you know, is priceless. It's been an experience I'll never forget.
I'm so happy for you.
I know you are.
So, Caroline, you've heard the good news, and I'm very, very happy for you.
Thank you so much.
On behalf of Pop-Up Startup and Alibaba.com, I would like to award you your prize and congratulate you on a job very well done.
Thank you so much.
Yes.